right, boys, megas are coming back. It's been fully confirmed that Legends EA. I thought, you know what, little throwback, let's get a tier list video going on and rank all the mega Pokemon. This is strictly based off design and what I like. I definitely want to do one where it's based competitive because that'll be fun. So we get a like goal of 500 likes. We'll definitely do that. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. Don't forget about that. Let's jump in. First on Abomasnow. I never disliked Abomasnow. He's like, he's growing on me severely. Like maybe in the beginning, I would have put him in really cool, but Abomasnow is all right. He's definitely kind of meh because he's just a burlier, like bigger version of the standard Abomasnow, which is fine, right? Like instead of just being like an abominable just piece of snow, whatever he was, now he's the entire woods, you know, like, but he's cool though. I like Abomasnow. It's just, I'm not dying for it, you know, like it's not even that much. I guess with the snow buffs, it's probably awesome now, but I don't know. He's just always kind of been there for me, you know, meh, just meh. But I like him though. I like him. Maybe I'm underrating it. I'll put it in cool. I talked myself into it. I'll put him in cool. Absol, I mean, what can I say to this peak? A lot of people say that, oh, Absol's edgy. It's too edgy. Original Absol was already too edgy. What are we talking about? We're surprised an already edgy mon that literally brings disaster with its entire existence. Come on. Like, I feel like people, they tried too hard to be haters on this mon, you know, like I'll tell you right now, Absol, my all-time favorite mons, my all-time favorite megas. The mega's awful. It sucks. It's one of the worst megas competitively, period. It's really bad, but I still love it, right? Like it's my guy, it's my goat. So I love it to death. I do. Some people I remember were saying an issue when it came out, probably not popular now, that they wish it was Dark Fairy. It'd be really cool if it was Dark Fairy. Sadly, it's not. And I'd be very surprised if Legends EA changes typings. That would be insane. That might be the craziest buff to any of these mons here, but doubt. But I like a Mega Absol. He's cool. Mega Aerodactyl, super nice. I love this mon. You'll never get me to hate it. It's very simple changes, but it's cool. Also, fun fact, it's an agonizing pain because, you know, I guess a prehistoric monster is supposed to mega. So the thorns in its body are causing it an extreme amount of pain. The mega energy, the spikes in his bodies are causing it an excruciating amount of pain. So sad to say, Mega Aerodactyl, I like him. For all of us like him, we love him, but sadly he's in excruciating pain. Aggron is cool. I like Aggron. It looks more dinosaur-like than the standard Mega, and I thought that was really cool. It did lose rock typing. He's just pure steel, and the ability is phenomenal. Just reduces super effective moves. He's fun. He's cool. What can I say about Aggron? You know, nothing to write home about, but nothing to hate either. He's like right where he needs to be. He's cool. Mega Aggron's cool. Alakazam is definitely super nice. I love Kanto, okay? But Alakazam is so cool. I remember the theories people were saying when the thing first came out. You have to be like 10 years ago for this. Everyone is saying the mustache looks like an Inkay. People would commonly say that his mustache looks like an Inkay, and it's probably not that popular now because Inkay's not really a new mon anymore. But back when it first came out, everybody, when a new mon comes out, tries to look at everything for that said new mon, for whatever, right? And I guess, you know, that was a cool theory. I thought that was funny. And it actually does look like an Inkay, so maybe they were wrong. It's also hilariously broken. Like, it's hilariously broken. It's just, Alakazam at this point was already very strong. This is like right after Gen 5 and Alakazam was like beating these fighting types. Very strong. And then they give it a Mega, it broke the world. It was insane. I loved it. You had to be there for it. It was crazy. Altaria, I think as time goes on, I just not really like it that much. Our only dragon fairy type is very just disappointing. The design is bland and lame. It feels like it's carried off Dragon Dance and Return is gone. But I don't know, just the design wise as well too, man. I'm not feeling it, you know, like I'm just really not. Like, it's cute. I get why people would like it. Just not really for me. It's not dicks. I don't fully hate it. I just never really cared about it. I'm just like, It's fun as hell to use though, but just Ampharos is nice. He's nice. Ampharos is tough. I like Ampharos. Again, this is like a lot of arguments back in the day. People would not like a lot of these mega Pokemon because they would do very little to them, right? For example, like Altaria and Ampharos, they just gave them fur. There was this common Tumblr meme. Yes, that's a time lapse. These are being trending on Tumblr because that's kind of why I came out in the peak Tumblr era, right? They just were not really that, I guess, like loved on initial release. I loved Ampharos, but Ampharos was like very mixed. Altaria, but Ampharos is very mixed opinions on launch because of the fur. Like, oh, they just slapped fur on it. And they would show like the freaking shampoo bottle thing where it's like, wow, he's elegant hair now. So there's half the community that loved it and half the community that thought that it was lazy and bland. I was on the half that loved it. I loved the thing to this. It was awesome. It is very cool. Dino, like it's not dicks. Design-wise, I think it's definitely an upgrade from Dino. And it's kind of, she has a lot on her plate. It's a girl boss that has a lot on her plate, guys. Cut her some slack, okay? She's the only Gen 5 Mega. And she's like really bad. Didn't keep Regenerator. Competitive aside, because I'm not really ranking it off that. The design is not awful. It's just, I don't like it. I didn't like that it was the only Gen 5 Mega. I didn't like that. Like, I get why they chose it. It's the Chanty of Gen 5. It's the healer of Gen 5. I get why they chose it. It is actually a popular mon from Gen 5. It is. At least the time it came out, it was, right? It was all over the anime. It's like the Chanty variant. It was, right? But it was very unfortunate as a Gen 5 fan to not see things like Darmanitan, Hydreigon, Reuniclus, right? Even like Gothitelle was a big one that was being talked about 10 years ago. Very unfortunate to not see any of that. We just got Dino, and wow, was it hardly used. Like, people hated it so much, they would refuse to use it because they're like, wow, well, that and Clefable was 10 times better than this kid could ever be. But regardless, wow, you know what I mean, dude? Just wow. Like, I don't know, it got so much hate, and kind of rightfully so, but I don't fully hate it. It's not bad enough to be in dicks. Bayonet, dude, this one has only grown more for me. This might be peak. I'm sorry, this might be peak. I'm sorry, dude. Like, when it first came out, I just thought it was like mid. This is high school me when it first came out. I thought it was mid. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is peak. This is peak. The design is sick. The zippers are so cool, dude. Where the spirit's like peeling out of the zipper because it's a doll, so it's peeling out of the doll. So absolutely, I think it's like supposed to be the fur. Like, you know, the doll has like stuffings inside of it. I think the little thorns coming out are supposed to be like the stuffings like manifested into like a demon. It's so sick. It's so sick. The lore of Bayonet coming full circle into the Mega is just so sick. And it was really bad on release. I think the only person I would see spam using it back then was Callum. I think the 5 or 6 battles I did with him in X and Y, he used Mega Bayonet. Shout out my boy. It's now funny that Mega Bayonet has gotten a hilariously giga buff now in that dex to where it got Poltergeist and like a knockoff and things like that and SD. So yeah, I got Poltergeist. That's all that really matters. With a 165 attack stat, or 168, somewhere around there, it is the hardest hitting ghost type we have ever. Like, just think about that. It is the hardest hitting ghost type ever. Competitive aside, I said the design is gas, because this is obviously not out yet in Legends EA Gen 10 era. But design-wise, it's peak. I'm sorry, it's peak. And yes, I do love edgy guys. I do. What do you want from me? I do. Okay, I do. Beedrill, fire. I guess if I were to order these, let me try and order these as best as possible. Beedrill might be the best. It's super nice. But it's fire. It's fire. Beedrill is fire. Beedrill's so cool. Dude, even the Beedrill haters loved Beedrill, bro. I remember everyone thought the thing was gonna be so broken. But this is back initially when they came out in like Oras times and Gen 6, to where they didn't get the speed buff same turn when they Mega Evolved. So you had to run Protect 3 attacks. And then Gen 7 removed that. So a lot of people also did not like Beedrill competitively because you had to hit Protect and not get any of the buffs. It was the same thing with like Swampert. I think abilities wouldn't pass over as well too. So like Swampert had to run Protect to like get the Swift Swim. Or even freaking, I don't even know. Like Sharpedo just always runs it, and that'll never change because speed boost, you just speed boost Protect and then you Mega Evolve. So, but it's weird. I don't know. There was like a weird thing going on with Megas. I guess it was a mistake and not intentional, but it got fixed in Gen 7, so we're cool. But I'll be excited to see any other bugs like that in Legends EA because Megas have always had these weird mechanics that aren't really supposed to be working that way as intended. But Beedrill, super cool. It looks like a badass like Mechazoid fighter jet mega boss awesome B. I mean, it just looks cool. It's dripped in sauce. It's so sick. And Beedrill needed this buff because before this, Beedrill was terrible. Everybody grew up in the John anime where Beedrill was considered this big bad guy who's really strong, always bodies the kids and Pikachu. When in reality, Beedrill sucks. He's bad. He's like really bad. Both in original Red and Blue, Fire Red Leaf Green, the remake, everywhere. He was bad everywhere. Even a Heart Gold got paid to get Kanto remake because he got Kanto. He's bad everywhere. So Beedrill, like out of all these mons I've mentioned so far, needed the buff. I think even period, out of any mon in this mega list, Beedrill is easily one of the biggest buffs of the previous variant. Because like Beedrill is just so bad. Like he's so bad. So I love this. Blastoise is cool. I like Mega Blastoise. He's definitely super cool. I mean, he's got like the Squirtles as a hand cannon. I thought that was really cool, like baby Squirtle shells. I thought it was really cool as well too. Like we'll talk about, like he actually makes it to where the water comes out of the cannon. So that was cool. Not much to say. He speaks very much for himself. I messed with Mega Blastoise. I think he's cool. Blaziken, he's close to peak. He's very close to peak. Mega Blaziken is just raw, dude. He looks like a badass, like hero in the night. And I remember that trailer where he actually is in the night. It was somewhere in the XY anime. He's in the night, jumping over skyscrapers, which is in his dex description. Very cool. At this point, Blaziken was considered an Uber's level insta ban, like before any meta comes out, not testing type beat. And the Mega was no different. The Mega was hilariously broken because it has better stats and speed boost. Fun fact, regular Blaziken was actually more broken than Mega Blaziken because he could run an item. But this is not about competitive, like I said again. I just like bring it up because I play competitive all the time. Blaziken, badass. He's super badass, super cool. Camerupt, you're never gonna get me to hate this mon. You're never gonna get me to hate this mon. I love Mega Camerupt, dude. He got the Majin symbol. He's got the dope volcano on his back. He's sick. He hits so hard. He has sheer force. He's so sick, dude. I loved it, dude. I thought it was so badass, dude. I love that Camerupt got one. And I swear to God, unless I'm blind, guys, I don't see Sharpedo in this list. Oh, okay, never mind. I found Sharpedo. I was like, wait, why is Sharpedo all the way down here? I was like, wait, what? But Camerupt is just, I don't know. He's so cool, dude. He's so sick. I love Camerupt. He hits really hard and he's fire. I love Camerupt. I love Camerupt. Now, okay, we're going to be controversial here. Charizard X is peak. Now, this is a lot because I hate Charizard. I don't really like his design. You know what I mean? I hate him competitively. I hate everything about Charizard. I'm just not really a big fan of him. I don't really think he deserves the hype. I'm not trying to be hipster. It's just kind of true. Like, if the history of competitive Pokemon, Charizard has not been that good. Design-wise, I guess for preferences, and I brought up competitive a lot, even though I'm not talking about it. For the 9th time, take a shot. It's all design, right? And what I like about it. But, I don't know. Charizard X is something we've asked for a millennia, is what it feels like. We've asked for Charizard X for a long time now, and this is like a fan cry. I actually remember waking up to high school. We saw the trailer of the Kanto starter megas. I was like, okay, cool. Charizards, they all look like they're just buffed versions of their already themselves, like design-wise, right? Like Blastoise doesn't look that much different. Same with Venusaur and Charizard Y. And then Charizard X dropped his own solo trailer. I remember this like it was yesterday. Charizard X has his own solo trailer, and everybody was so hyped. It broke the internet. Everybody was so hyped. I remember Shofu even made like his own solo Charizard X like rap, like for it, dude. Like, this is all high school, by the way. I was locked in. Like, I remember this. So Charizard X was just, you really had to be there. People will change history and tell you no one liked him. That's a lie. Even in the Origin Saga episode, they gave Red Charizard X, bro. I'm telling you, don't let him switch up and change history. Charizard X was the most hyped up mega we have ever received ever that wasn't Rayquaza. Like, I think the only one that was up there was like Rayquaza Mewtwo Y. There was obviously some other popular ones, but like some massive popular ones. It's like Charizard X, Rayquaza, Mewtwo Y, like, which, I mean, when you hear it, it's all expected, but those are like the real big dogs. So, and the design is peak. I mean, he's finally a dragon type. He was so much fun to use. Sadly, he lost to Rocks because this was before heavy duty boots, but he's just boss, bro. He's boss, but he's not my favorite. This is still ordered. Charizard Y. Like, it's hard to say. I might just drag these both down. It's hard to say. Like, it's hard to say, but it's cool. for sure. It just doesn't look too much different than Charizard. It's cool. You'll be sitting down thinking, okay, but Ampharos, bro, come on. I got my biases. Come on. Like, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool for sure. It's cool. Diancie, this is actually peak. I'm sorry. This is a top 5 mega for me when it first came out, and it probably still is. Diancie is peak for me. I mean, the design is incredible. I was very shocked to see that it got a mega, because I definitely remember reading something in X and Y where Kalos Pokemon can't mega evolve in Kalos, so it made sense that it got a mega evolution in the Hoenn region, right? I might have to go back and play X and Y to go read that NPC dialogue, but I swear on my life, I remember reading that 10 years ago and I was set on that logic, so I don't know, but Diancie's mad cool. Again, I love fairy types, so to see a fairy type get a super strong mega, especially a new one as well too, that was very cool. But I'll be honest, Legends EA, give us a Mega Volcanion or a Delta Volcanion, something, because Diancie is a Mega and Hoopa has an Alt form. What about Volcanion? Because I do love this mon. I did a whole video of the Volcanion event. What about Volcanion? Come on, man. Come on. Mega Gallade, I'm sorry, this is sauce. This is sauce. This is sauce. Mega Gallade is sauce. He is like, okay, there's already Gallade fanboys. Like, everyone knows him. There's Gallade 2010. At this point, he's probably not 8 years old anymore. 2010 kids are in high school. Crazy, right? I'm telling you, this is also a really big mega. This mega was so sick. Very cool. People were upset that he got Inner Focus, though. I remember that, but they buffed Inner Focus. So he's probably a lot better now. But again, Mega Gallade, very cool. He was the consistent brother that Mega Medicham could never be, because at this point, you have to miss high jump kick, right? He's faster. He does consistent damage. And I want to rank up Mega Medicham right now because Mega Medicham is also in peak for me. I don't want to spam put everything in peak because it'll lose the flavor, but wow, dude. You know what I mean? Like, a Mega Medicham is just, it's probably my all-time favorite Mega. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It probably is. Like, I don't know what Mega's gonna beat that for me. Mega Medicham is just him. I love the culture in it. Like, I love it. It just looks so sick. Like, this East Asian, like, Indian culture you can see into it, dude. It looks so sick, bro. I'm tapped in, man. Like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, they just snapped when they made this. I lost my marbles and my balls. Chomp, this is a hot take. No. Close to dicks. This is really bad. It's definitely better than these two, but it's really bad. The scissors were like weird. Like, the sight hands were weird. I still feel kind of weird about that. But then I saw more animations where he slams it on the floor, like, and then like shoots out like beams and stuff. That was cool. But it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And I guess people really hated it too because it was much worse than regular Chomp, right? At this point. So I don't know, man. The sight hands are weird. The jaw's weird. It does have a shiny though. They did fix their shiny. They fixed a lot of shinies with their megas. I thought that was very cool. I did. Gardevoir, this is badass. I'm sorry. Gardevoir is she probably the top of Super Nice? Probably. Like, I really like Gardevoir. I really do. I mean, it's very simple. Like I said again, very simple. But you don't need to be extravagant to be goated, right? Like, it's just, I love it. I love it. I love it. The shiny's super sick with the black dress, and she nukes. This mon takes no skill. I'm not even kidding you. You nuke. It was so much fun to run Pixel Hyper Voice pre-nerf. Because it's gonna now come post-nerf. It used to be 1.3. Or was it 1.5? It was something like that. Now it's 1.2. So I'm pretty sure it was 1.3, not 1.2, but it was insane. It was insane. A steel type was on a Switch. It was crazy. It was so much fun to use. I love this mon. I love it. Gengar is close to peak. He's close to peak. I like Gengar a lot, though. I do. He is really close to peak. Pokken actually puts it into peak for me. Pokken carried it off the weight that he has the ultimate void in the bottom and his deck descriptions of opening up like wormholes and voids. And then we got Gen 7. I'm like, dude, there's layers. He could technically break in to Giratina's world. Yeah, Megas are that broken where he could just break into that void if he wanted to. Because he could break into dimensions and voids. It's so badass, dude. Like, Mega Gengar is just, it's sick. Also, they gave him a real shiny. The white shiny, because ghosts are usually white. So sick. I love that, man. Hopefully they make his actual, like, shiny, like, white. That'd be cool. Glalie, I like. I'm sorry. I'll make some hate for this. I like Glalie a lot. I do. I really like Glalie. I am Glalie's biggest defender. I probably put Glalie all the way up here. No, not more than Mega Ampharos. But I really like Glalie. I really do. Incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. The 120 in offense is 100 speed. Dude, refrigerate explosion. It's just so much fun to use. And you have to bring that up of like a play style because like Megas are literally made for competitive. And design-wise, I just love it. He is also in agonizing pain because he can't close his jaw, so he can't eat. And you know how he's supposed to eat sheets of ice and rock? Well, he can't. I'm pretty sure he absorbs it now, but I don't know. But he's insanely fun to use, dude. He's insanely fun to use. Like, I love him. Gyarados is definitely a mon that grew on me as well, too. I used to hate Mega Gyarados when I was a kid, and now I love Mega Gyarados a lot, dude. He's just very sick. I also love that he can be like a Spadef wall as well, too. But Mega Gyarados, so sick, so awesome. You know what I mean? The design being a shrimp was a take for sure. When you learn a little bit more about the lore, it kind of makes sense. And it kind of grew on me, like the fins. Look at these fins. They look very, very cool. The lower side black looks sick, and the shiny coupled with all of that is just insane. I don't know. I love it. Controversial. Mega Heracross. I love it. Yes, I do like it more than everything but Gardevoir. Mega Heracross is one of the coolest megas like we've ever gotten, easily. Like, I put him in a top 10 list for sure. You know what I mean? He just hits so freaking hard, dude. I love the pulsating like wrists that are just boosh. I just shoot stuff out, boosh, boosh, boosh. Which it actually went viral for Pokemon Go last month, where Pokemon Go tweeted out that they said that's how he actually shoots pin missiles, because the flaps open up and he shoots like rock blast and pin missiles from there. That's why he gets those moves, and everybody was blown away. Real Heracross fans knew, I swear to God, because of the animation, but it went viral on Twitter, so it's crazy. But love him. Mega Houndoom is also very cool. I'd probably put Mega Houndoom like right there. My problem is he just was kind of underwhelming. I think my first video with Mega showcases, if not my first Mega showcase, was Mega Houndoom. My people that come to my stream chat knows I hate Houndoom. Not for his design, but because he's competitively bad. Not even competitively speaking, just even playthrough wise, his level up learn set is embarrassing. Look it up. Go look it up. Smog, Fire Spin. What? Like, it's bad. It's really, really bad. And you look at his good moves to like dumb late, and it's just like Houndoom's just not that great anyway. So he really needed the Mega, like I said again, and even his Mega, like the 115 speed is great. But he's still, it just sucks that they gave him solar power to where he doesn't really nuke until he's into sun, which is very unfortunate. You know, I kind of wish it just wasn't the case. But he's really good in the sun. Design wise though, he's so sick. I know a bunch of people were disappointed because they thought that he could potentially, you know, have 2 heads or 3 heads. And sadly he did not. He has 1 head. You guys probably think I'm crazy for saying this. I've been in the Pokemon community for years. I built this shit. Well, with a lot of people as well too. So I'm not just yapping BS. Like, people were genuinely upset they didn't have 2-3 heads like a Cerberus. Like, they were upset. So Mega Houndoom's cool. Kangaskhan. I know, right? I know. I like it more than the Chomp, even though, you know, like, it's weird. Like, Kangaskhan is weird because like the little guy just comes out. It's really not much going on. But if we were to rank these competitively, well, her legacy is insane. That's probably being too harsh. I'll probably put it like at the end of cool. That's probably being too harsh, you know, because I like Kangaskhan's design already. So even if they slightly change it, I'm not gonna hate it because I like its design off base value already. I hunted a thing in leaf green for a shiny as a kid, and I actually did get one. It took me forever, and I wasn't keeping track. I just remember it took forever. So I love Kangaskhan. I've always loved this mod. I've even used it in like NURU back then, like Gen 5, Gen 6. I love regular Kangaskhan, you know, so it getting a Mega, I actually was very excited when I saw that at Worlds. And the baby coming out was probably a lot bigger than you guys remember. Real ones do remember because of all the theories. This is back when content creators used to make theory videos. No one makes them anymore. I think T-Tube was the last remaining relic of making like theory videos. Nobody makes them anymore. People used to have the craziest theories about what that little guy is. Charmander, Cubone, everything. Come to find out, he don't look anything like Charmander. But you know, he look like a Cubone. He do look like a Cubone. He got a little bit like a Cubone. So shout out the baby, you know, but the mom was going crazy. Little baby came out and they ganging up on people. And I just thought that was cool. I thought that was like parental love. I love that. That's why parental bond. I love that. These are dicks. First one of our dicks. I don't like them. You'll never get me to like them. You never will. Nothing will change it. I don't care if they were competitively good. I don't care if they were some of the best megas via draft. I don't care. I thought this was awful. I thought it was awful. I think the only you could distinctively tell them difference is their eyes. I was very disappointed in this. Very disappointed in it. I don't know, man. I mean, they're quite literally are just the same. I get it, the brother sister, but no. Another one in Dix, Manectric. Not with the giant lightning bolts at all. I mean, the parts of Manectric, like the paws and the face and like even the back leg with the little like electrocuted fur is so cool. But the lightning bolt, I'm not with. I don't like that at all. No, let me start being a hater because I've been too positive lately. Slowbro is also in meh. I don't like it at all, really. I don't. Because I like Slowbro, my bias tells me I like it more than a 2 below. No, the shell encompasses it, so I get it lore-wise. The shell just keeps growing stronger to where it encompasses it. Lore-wise, it makes sense. Dex description, it makes sense. It can make as much sense as it wants. I don't like the design. It does not look that good at all. I need to start being more of a hater. Pidgeot is probably the top of meh. He leads it. The Super Saiyan 3 hair was very cool. But you know, it just, I'm probably being a hater. Let me stop. That one is too much. It's definitely the end of cool though. Like it's got some coolness to it. The hair carries, the giant wings. It just, I did not like that it got like still no moves. You know, like it just is weird. The No Guard Hurricane is gas though, so I can't put it in meh. But like, it still got no moves, and the design is definitely cooler than Pidgeot. I've never really liked Pidgeot growing up. I've liked Pidgeotto though. Let me see who else. Mance. No, I'm sorry. Like I did like it more than everything below it. No, this croissant wing is just gonna be a no. It sucks because the base body of Mence I like a lot. Right? Like I like the base body of Mence severely. Like everything about this Mence is so sick. But this could all change with Legend ZA with the newer models. They look cool or not. But as far as I remember in 3DS territory, it's gonna be a no. It's just gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no. Swampert is another one in peak. I've been too much of a hater. Swampert is dumb gas. I could yap forever. Let me do an hour video. Swampert is dumb sick. Love Mega Swampert. If I were to order this, probably like this. If I were to order it, like Mega Swampert is dumb sick. Manectric is also better than these has-beens. I'm sorry, the Lotties is gonna be a no for me. It's gonna be a no. Lopunny is definitely like right behind Heracross. Another Pokemon that probably needed it just as bad as Beedrill. Like regular Lopunny is bad. I think their only viable build up until this point was like a Choice Band, Choice Scarf build, very standard, or like Klutz Flame Orb with like Switcheroo. Was like the only thing that people are using at like Gen 5 era, Gen 6 era. So she really needed this buff like Beedrill because she actually had like barely any viable moves. I'm sorry, barely any viable like learn sets. She's barely being used. She was loving in the low tier. People would use it for fun. Low tiers back then felt they were more fun because people would actually use the mons in low tier. Low tier in Gen 9 is I'm using this mon that shouldn't really be in low tier and I'm gonna abuse it. Like how Torn Eye is in ZU and everyone's abusing that. Same with Shaman. You know what I mean? Versus no one using Spider. Well, there's some Spider off CQFTs, but you know. Another iconic one, Mawile. A little bit of a hot take. I didn't like Mawile Mega as much as everybody else, but Mawile is also up there with those two of Lopunny and Beedrill, where she also desperately needed the buff. She got Fairy on her standard build and a Mega. Someone at the dev team loved Mawile, bro. Somebody did, because she was saved. I put Mawile like right after Camerupt. I know, crazy. I like Mawile, I do, but Camerupt is so cool, dude. But yeah, she's super boss. This is when every casual player was getting into competitive because all the casual Pokemon players got back into Pokemon. Because there was a point where Gen 5 players were only competitive players. I'm not even kidding you. Like, that's why Gen 5 was such a toxic competitive environment. Everywhere, everybody talks shit. Everybody BS'd on like Reddit forums and like forum pages and even on Smogon because there wasn't really any casuals. Everybody was like super sweaty, super competitive. You know what I mean? Like you make any human mistake, you're flamed by him and 10 guys spectating on the bleachers. And they'd also pull up in mobs. They'd pull up in mobs of 10 and everyone's watching the one guy and they make a play. They're all jerking him, taking turns, be like, oh, wow, great play, fantastic. He fucks up. Oh, he's ass. We don't know him. It was funny as hell, but it was crazy. So now this is like when the casuals started getting more into Gen 6, which I like because it grew the scene and the casual players were spamming Mega Mawile. I remember that. Mega Mawile everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Every Wi-Fi battle I did, every casual had a Mega Mawile. Like, I swear, you could even tell just because they bring Mega Mawile. I'm not even kidding you, bro. It was insane. It was insane. But Mega Mawile's impact is insane. It's massive, and I love it. Lucario is... I have to put peak. I'm sorry. And it's really high as well, too. Like, Lucario might be top 5. This design is incredible. I'll be honest. My one basic take is I love Lucario and you never get me to hate it. I don't care if he's basic. I don't care if he was made to be liked. I don't care if you're going to say any BS about him being a furry. He's an Anubis. What do you mean? He's a dog. What? What? People call him a furry because he's a dog? What? Like, he's just an Anubis, man. Come on, bro. It's not that deep. Like, I just say, I'm like, bro, I don't care about anything you had to say negative about Lucario. I like Lucario. Mega, it looks even better. All with the Egyptian culture because I'm Egyptian. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that was mad tight. Shout out my guy. Shout out my goat. Metagross, this did not need a Mega. Well, maybe now at Gen 9 standards, it did. This Mega was dumb. Steven had it, and a lot of people were losing to Steven if he didn't pick Omega Ruby. That's actually why I chose Omega Ruby this time instead of Alpha Sapphire, because I've never played Ruby 1 and 2. I need Prime Gradon for the Mega Metagross. I do. But it was cool. And the shiny, it might be best Mega Shiny. It might actually be. That's not Rayquaza or the Primals. It might be. It might. But yeah, if I were to rank, probably like right there, right? Mewtwo X, I know he gets a lot of hate, I know, and there's older Mega videos where I did rank him kind of low, but I've been a little nostalgic lately. Mewtwo X carried my career in Pokken. I got like top 32 at CEO. I went insane with it. I beat the quote unquote this Mewtwo main. I forget his name, but I diffed him in the Mewtwo Ditto. Then he had to counter switch me. So I was just that good on Mewtwo where I'd win almost every Mewtwo Ditto. I was genuinely insane with my mix-ups. Real ones know, if you watch our Pokken videos, I was crazy with it. So Mega Mewtwo, I would probably have to put in like, it grew on me. I'm sorry. The legs are weird. It grew on me. That's the thing. That's what happens in years. You change. It grew on me hard. It grew on me dumb hard. Mewtwo Y though, this might be peak. I think it's peak. I'm sorry. The design is so sick. The Frieza looking design. Oh, it's so cool, dude. People already called Mewtwo Frieza. He damn near look like him now. And they made a Mewtwo movie trailer for Mewtwo Y, and everybody was saying Mew 3. Mew 3 was trending on Twitter, was trending on Tumblr. Everyone was talking about it. You had to be there, bro. It was all over Reddit. It was everywhere, bro. Mew 3. This was when we didn't really know what Megas even were yet when we saw Mewtwo Y. It was all Mew 3, Mew 3, Mew 3. I'm not even kidding. People didn't even understand Megas at this point. It was just all Mew 3. So I thought that was really cool. It's probably at the end of peak. But yeah, man. I mean, you can look at this list. A lot of Megas are cool. Like Pinsir is also really cool. Pinsir is very sick. He is arguable on that same list between like Lopunny and like Beedrill. The difference is standard Pinsir was a very good wall breaker in lower tiers. I didn't see people use like a wall breaker build in UU and Gen 5, right? Because he resists fighting. Fighting types are that crazy. But I mean, hey, he was not no Lopunny. Respect on regular Pinsir's name. He was crazy. He basically is a fighting type. I think I was surprised when he was a flying type. I get it, right? Because what the insect is based on does have wings that can fly, the stag beetles, right? I get it. But I was very surprised to not see fighting because his entire learn set, I swear, is fighting. So a little surprised on that, but this thing was insane. I mean, Mega Pinsir, let's be honest, it made Shady's career. Like, Mega Pinsir has made Shady's career and made him so much money. Mega Pinsir is raw, bro. Mega Pinsir is raw. You'll never get me to hate it. He is raw, bro. Sableye is also, he's cool. Like, I'd probably put him like at the top of this. He's definitely the coolest of cool in this list. I know it's simple, but he looks like, I don't think it's just, it doesn't look like just Sableye with a giant rock. Like his ears look like they have more detail on it, like more like sharpnesses to it. I could be tweaking, but I just remember this one also got a lot of hate. I liked it for sure, but I just remember it got a lot of hate. This is like when people were haters and they're like, oh, it's just a gem. But like, I don't know, it was cool. And it was also very broken. It got banned to Ubers at the end of ORAS, which is insane. Sceptile, hot take. Like, I wasn't really feeling Sceptile. I might be hating, and maybe shit will change. This is kind of hating. Hang on. I don't know. I wasn't really feeling Sceptile. You know? Like, I wasn't feeling Sceptile. Like, it was weird. They give him Lightning Rod. And the back of the beads with the tail was cool. And I love dinosaurs. So he looks more, even though he's already based on a dinosaur, he looks more dinosaur-like, which is Mega. I just was weird. I didn't really like it. I wasn't a fan. I've also never really liked Preceptile anyway, so that could be why, but I don't know. Scizor, no, this is gas. You'll never get me to hate it. You'll never get me to hate it, bro. This is gas. The chainsaw hands, this is gas, bro. And they didn't really need to change much. He works exactly like regular Scizor, just with buff stats. I love this mod. You'll never get me to hate it. Sharpedo, another peak gasser, bro. This one is like really high for me, dude. Like I put like right there. Like Sharpedo is very sick. I've already loved Sharpedo. And I tell the story all the time, but Sharpedo was a top one Pokemon I mean, all the time when I was in the 3rd grade. I love Sharpedo. Steelix, the diamond beads are sick. I love the like rainbow color and the diamond beads, like the minerals that he's got, the rotatingness. I've always loved Steelix as well too. Jasmine Steelix has been very cool to me. The Dragon Breath animations, it's always been very nice. I love Steelix to death. It's my goat, man. It's like literally my goat. I love Steelix. I even covered him when the Megas first came out and the demo of Oras. It's my goat, bro. That's my goat. That's like literally my goat. T-Tar is also another one I like. I mean, the Mega is just raw. It's weird. The only thing I don't really like is the pointy horn. It's a little weird. But he's just sick. He embodies what he is. A mountain terrorizing goat. Like, he is actually that. He's the goat. Mega Venusaur is cool. It's weird. A bunch of the Kanto Megas, like, it's weird. Like, I like the burliness of the forest. So I'd have to put it at the end of super nice. I guess if I were to move up something, we'd probably drag Aerodactyl down, move T-Tar up, and then definitely move Scizor up. Mega Scizor was just absolutely god tier. And then finally, I wanted to say the best for last. Yes, Mega Rayquaza is peak. He is one of the greatest Megas of all time. He is peak. He is peak. He's not in top 5 for me. He's close. He's like weird. It could be. It depends on the day, but he is peak. He is peak. That's my list, guys. That's my list. Let me know what you think down below. The video's a little long because I'm a yapper. Leave a like. Again, 500 likes for the like goal, and we'll rank them based off a competitive because it will look entirely different. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Megas down below, and I'll see you guys.